Most people believe a relationship exists between two people, but in some relationships, there is always a third presence. An ex, a coworker, a friend, a parent, a sibling, a stranger online, someone whose name appears whenever you become too confident, someone you are compared with whenever you ask for respect, someone whose opinion suddenly matters more than your experience. At first, it sounds like an innocent comment. Eventually, you realize you are no longer building a relationship. You are competing for your position inside it. Welcome to Wonder Jenny and the Robot. This is Case File 08, Triangulation, how someone uses a third person to create insecurity, rivalry, and control. Triangulation is not simply having three people involved in a situation. It becomes manipulative when one person uses someone else to avoid direct communication, apply pressure, provoke jealousy, divide relationships, or control how you see yourself. Sometimes the third person is actively involved. Sometimes they have no idea their name is being used. Imagine that you raise a concern with your partner. Instead of answering, they say, "My friends think you are too demanding." Now you are not only discussing the issue with your partner, you are defending yourself against an invisible jury. You do not know what their friends were told. You do not know whether they actually said it. And you cannot question people who are not present, but their alleged opinion has been introduced as proof that you are wrong. The conversation now contains more pressure and less clarity. Another common form is comparison with an ex. My ex was more spontaneous. My ex never needed this much reassurance. My ex understood my sense of humor. Repeated comparisons create competition with someone who is not even in the relationship. You may begin trying to become what the previous person supposedly was. Less emotional, more adventurous, more agreeable, more forgiving. The question changes from, is this behavior respectful? To, how do I prove I am better than the person before me? That is the trap. Triangulation redirects your attention away from the quality of the relationship and toward your rank inside it. It can also appear through calculated jealousy. A partner repeatedly tells you how attractive someone finds them. They describe compliments from coworkers. They mention messages from former partners. They point out people who want their attention. When you react, they accuse you of insecurity. When you remain silent, the stories continue. The third person becomes a reminder that your position is never guaranteed. The objective may not be to leave you for someone else. The function may be to keep you proving your value. Triangulation also operates in families. A parent tells one child, "Your sister never gives me this much trouble." Then tells the sister, "Your brother is the only one who truly checks on me." Each child receives a different version. Each believes the other is preferred. Instead of comparing information, they compete for approval. The person in the middle remains powerful because everyone depends on them to know where they stand. The same pattern appears at work. A manager says, "Other people on the team do not think you are committed," but they refuse to identify a specific concern. Now you become suspicious of your coworkers. You work harder, speak less, and avoid people who may never have criticized you. The triangle isolates individuals who might otherwise compare experiences and discover what is happening. That is why triangulation depends on indirect communication. Instead of saying, "I disagree with you," the person says, "Everyone disagrees with you." Instead of allowing two people to speak directly, they carry messages between them. "She said you were jealous." "He told me you cannot be trusted." Everyone thinks you are the problem. They become the messenger, interpreter, witness, and judge. Everyone else reacts to secondhand versions of one another. Triangulation can also use selective praise. Today, you are the intelligent one. Tomorrow, someone else understands them better. Last week, they admired your independence. This week, they praise another person for being more available. The preferred position constantly changes. That uncertainty keeps people performing. They work harder for approval because they never know when it will disappear. You may find yourself checking the third person's social media, comparing your appearance, studying their achievements, wondering what private conversations are happening, trying to identify what they possess that you do not. But the third person may not be the real problem. The real problem is the dynamic that keeps directing your attention toward them. Triangulation works because human comparison is natural, but manipulation converts normal comparison into chronic insecurity. Instead of asking, "Am I respected?" you ask, "Am I preferred?" Instead of asking, "Can we solve this directly?" you ask, "What are they saying about me?" Instead of asking, "Is this relationship emotionally safe?" you ask, "How do I win?" Healthy relationships do not make basic security a prize. A healthy person can mention friends, relatives, co-workers, and former relationships without using them as weapons. They do not repeatedly compare your weaknesses to someone else's strengths. They do not recruit an audience whenever you disagree. They do not provoke jealousy and then shame you for reacting. One careless comparison does not prove manipulation. Examine the pattern and its function. Does bringing up the third person create understanding? Or does it make you anxious and defensive? Does the person encourage direct communication? Or do they need to remain in the middle? Does the comparison provide useful information? Or does it make you feel replaceable? To break the triangle, refuse to compete. Say, "I am not discussing our relationship through comparisons." If that person has a problem with me, they can speak with me directly. "I am willing to discuss my behavior. I am not competing with your ex." What do you personally believe? Not what everyone else supposedly believes. These statements return responsibility to the people actually involved. Triangulation also weakens when people communicate directly and compare what was truly said. That is why someone controlling the triangle may discourage direct contact between the people being compared. The system depends on information passing through them. The most important shift is changing the question. Instead of, "How do I become better than that person?" ask, "Why does this relationship require competition for basic reassurance?" Instead of, "How do I regain the preferred position?" ask, "Why is respect being distributed like a reward?" You do not defeat triangulation by winning the competition. Winning keeps the game alive. You defeat it by refusing the role. Healthy relationships address problems directly. Manipulative relationships create competitors. The goal is not always to choose someone else over you. Sometimes the goal is to keep you proving your worth so intensely that you stop questioning the person controlling the game. You are not required to audition for security. You are not required to outperform another person to deserve honesty. And you are not required to defend yourself against anonymous opinions that cannot be examined. When a third person is introduced into a conflict, ask, "Does this create clarity or competition?" Then look beyond the third person. Look at who controls the information. Look at who benefits from the insecurity. And look at who always remains in the middle. Subscribe to Wonder Jenny and the Robot for more dark psychology case files on manipulation, toxic relationships, self-trust, and recovery.